LSU, sorry. Florida lost to LSU tonight. So everything's kind of pointing to Jacksonville. Was this game kind of doctor ordered in terms of what you might face in Florida and their defensive team?
Well, they're a great defensive team, no doubt. We'll have time to think about them, but we just needed to get this victory to feel good again. It's no fun losing 2 in a row is rough, and to get the victory again was big. But we also know that we're still in the race, and that's good as well.
What could you tell about the targeting call on Dom and what not having him that first half in that targeting?
Yeah, I forgot that part. So it happened in the second half, didn't it? That stinks. After seeing it in the replay, I mean, it was a helmet-to-helmet hit, and I don't think that could have been overturned. I think the officials were right. We had other guys come in and play well the rest of the game, so we'll just have to have guys come in and play well in the first half. And I'm sure Dom will get in there in the second half and be hungry.
What was the big difference this week for the secondary?
Oh, I don't know. I just think that they're being coached well, and I think they're a bunch of young guys too. They're learning as they go. They're getting better as they go, and we certainly had some good pass rush. It wasn't always ending up in a sack, but there was some. You could see us making the quarterback move off the spot a few times, which helps a lot as well, and did get a couple sacks here and there. So they're just young, and they're learning, and they're getting better.
What did Juwan Brisket do to encourage a lot of playing time out there?
You know what? Every day is like a tryout out there in some ways, because there are so many young guys and so many guys that little by little are getting better, and we're doing a good job of observing that and trying to figure out what's the best combination. But I think the guys know that they got to perform in practice to get that opportunity, and he was doing that.
Tracy seems to go from, a lot of times Kareem from one throw that's questionable from the coverage to throws that are in tight windows, really good passes.
Just like that one third down conversion to Terry Godwin. We had called for a deep ball, and pre-snap it looked like there were going to be one high safety, and we're going to go deep. The last second they ran out to cover 2, and he did a good job of not forcing the deep ball, and thankfully we protected well enough. And then he threw a BB to Terry Godwin, and Terry made a great catch and got just enough for the first down. It was a beautiful play, beautiful decision. He did a good job of hitting some checkdowns versus some coverage that he needed to, and we got some good yardage off it. And every once in a while, first down off of it. And then there's, I got to look at the first one. He was way down, kind of deep, relatively deep in the territory. I just saw that the ball got batted up in the air, and I really couldn't tell for sure what happened. But the ball that got picked near the end zone, from what I could tell, it was just an ill-advised throw. I mean, I'll have to look at it to be sure. I don't want to be judgmental until I see it and talk to Shotty about it a little bit. But you're down there. First of all, it's first and goal on the 5. We got a run-pass option, and we rip it out there and end up losing 5 yards. I mean, that's sickening. And there's times where we just got to call the run and run the run. We got to make sure we do have the ability to do that. But sometimes as a play caller, you're like, surely he won't throw it out there. And, bam, there it is. And we lose 5 yards, and that's 2nd and 10. 2nd and goal from 10. And that puts you in a 3rd down and 6 or whatever it was. And now instead of hammering the ball in for 7, you're taking the risk of throwing the football down there in that red area where there's not a lot of space. And I even considered running the ball from the 6 or 7 or whatever yard line we were from, just to make sure we got a shot at some points. Because it was just that kind of game. But on the other hand, if you get 7, that might have been insurmountable at that point. So we went ahead and threw the ball, and about got burnt because of it.
Is it a little bit of a teaching moment for you that maybe you guys didn't put up a ton of points, but at the same time, you were able to move the chains first down, keep the defense fresh, and when a defensive struggle like that the importance of moving the football.
Yeah, I think if the offense did anything, the offense did that. We were at 9 out of 19 third down conversions, which is probably the best we've had all year. We did, we held on to the ball, and we had, our defense, I think, had 40-some plays, whatever it was, and to our offense's 77 or whatever it was, so that was positive, no doubt. In a battle like that, that was good. But, part of the reason why defense only played 48 plays is because they got off the field. 2 out of 13 third down conversions that our defense won. We won 11 out of 13, we won on defense, so that was huge too.
How big is this bye week going into Florida in 2 weeks?
We need the bye week. We're tired, coaches are tired, players are tired, players are sore, some guys are coming off injuries. A guy like Isaiah McKenzie will probably be back. He was kind of jumping around in pregame warm-up. He thought he was going to play. I'm like, you're not playing today, so don't look all happy all of a sudden. Couldn't practice all week, now you're all revved up, ready to go. But, Kublano's ankle, I would think, can heal up pretty good. And, I know Sonny's kind of banged up. And I know there's a bunch of defensive guys, Quincy Mauger, Chris Mays. Trying to get some other guys, even Jordan Jenkins, I think Jordan will be back. So it'll help us. It'll help us for sure.
Mark, this is a third straight year against Missouri that Brendan Douglas has sort of been forced into a bigger role in the game plan circumstances. How hard is it to come in at a very fragile time for the team?
Yeah, Brendan is he's just a solid person, a solid football player, a guy that we trust. He just creates such good habits in his life and in practice that we're not surprised that he performs when he's called upon, and I'm sure he'll earn, what he did with earning, more playing time. I think he really did a nice job.
Mark, how do you